So today is what I
Did she just say Cracker Barrel dumplings?
change that.
I love Karina Kaboom. I mean, what's up, y'all? This is Mrs. Snowflake, or Not Your Average Reaction. I like to react to girl world angle things, body positivity, anything health and fitness related, really. And today we're gonna check out Amberlynn Reid's most recent. Seems pretty dramatic. This is the scary truth and alarming truth. What I Ate Today, episode 6. Let's get into it.
Hello, welcome to a new What I Ate Today video. So as you guys know, last week's What I Ate Today video was a flop.
Sorry, I'm just drinking a Topo Chico. Over to you, mop legs.
I was very disconnected with it, on top of having cellulitis and just going through a lot of different things. This week, I'm also disconnected from this What I Ate Today video, so just a warning. But today is Thursday, and I film my What I Ate Today videos every single Thursday, so that's just how it's gonna be.
Today is Saturday. I'm live reacting to this the day of.
Not every time someone goes to work are they connected to it.
So she's only like 2 days behind now when she was like a week ahead.
Sometimes you go to work and you just aren't feeling, up to par. You aren't feeling the greatest. So I actually already had my first meal, so I'm just gonna show you my leftovers because, like I said, I have a bad habit of wasting food, and it's not too bad. So I got Cracker Barrel, I got meatloaf. I'm sorry, this is not appetizing at all, but I forgot that today was Thursday. I literally thought today was Wednesday, but after I was done eating, I was like, fuck, today's Thursday. So I got meatloaf, hash browns, mashed potatoes, but I am done with this. I'm not gonna eat any more of it.
That doesn't look very good.
And I also got green beans, which I love a green bean. And I got their dumplings, so it literally only came.
She literally just showed us nothing.
2 dumplings. But it was perfect amount for me because that was a lot of food. And then for later tonight as a snack, which I won't be filming when I actually eat this, but I'm just letting you know that I also got a cookie, a chocolate chip cookie from Cracker Barrel, which I will be eating tonight. Have any of you noticed that Cracker Barrel very much tastes like hospital?
I never have a problem with people eating stuff like that on a weight loss journey. I think people just get annoyed because it's Amber.
Food. Like, I'm just saying. It's not the greatest. It's given hospital food. Last time I had Cracker Barrel was literally years ago, but I will say,
I have to agree. Years ago, Cracker Barrel felt like it was pretty decent. Now you go and it's very, very nasty, stale oatmeal vibes, not fresh pancakes. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. The store is super, super quiche though.
the dumplings are delish. All right, you guys. So today's What I
Did she just say Cracker Barrel dumplings?
Ate Today video has been canceled. It's gone. Bye-bye. As you can see, I did start the video and I still showed you guys that clip. But truth be told, I was literally just trying to act like I was okay. I was trying to act like, all right, girl, you got this. It's your work day. Like, you have to film this. But reality is, like, I actually don't. So I do want to talk a little bit more, like, about how I'm feeling. I'm gonna be honest, right now I feel very vulnerable. And it's hard for me because I know there are so many eyes watching me that are connected to hearts that don't see me in a sympathetic way. They don't see me in a light that comes from gentleness. They just see me in a biased light. They see me in a way where they've chosen to see me, and nothing's ever gonna change that. Instead of caring about those people and continuing to wear the mask that I started this video wearing, I'm taking off my mask and I'm filming this video and talking about my feelings and thoughts for the people who do see me in a gentle way. For the people who are gentle about my struggles and my disordered eating. Truth is, I don't have a good relationship with food right now, and obviously, like, that's noticeable. I'm over 500 pounds.
I don't know if it's noticeable. It just seems like her normal behavior. Like,
There's a lot of people walking this earth who are at a healthy weight, and they also have a bad relationship with food, and they have disordered eating, and you can't see that. But with me,
I mean, right, but you kind of can. Like, you're at a very, very extreme angle of that spectrum. And so the inverse of that would be like Eugenia Cooney, right? Those types of people, unless they never go outside or heavily, heavily layer up, you can almost always tell their skin and bones, almost always. And even sometimes with their teeth too. Like, from that condition, depending on what the disorder is, their teeth might genuinely rot out from the acidity.
I walk outside and you automatically know, like, that's a big bitch. She has an unhealthy relationship with food. And some days are a lot better, and some days are pretty awful. It's not just like what I'm eating, how much I'm eating, but it also correlates with the way I view food, which in return, the way I view myself as well. There have been recent times where it has been better, but today is not that day. And I don't want to film a whole video dedicated to food. That's how I feel now in this moment. That doesn't mean that I'm always going to feel that way. On days where I feel like my relationship with food is worse, I don't want to monetize that. And I used to, like in the past, especially in 2019, even in days prior to that.
That's when I was like peak watching her.
And days after that. But like right now, I don't want to do that to myself. It doesn't make me feel good. And I want to do
Fair.
things that make me feel good. I'm working really hard, like behind the scenes, on just being better. There's so many I's I gotta dot and T's I gotta cross, and it feels.
I mean, it's Amber, and you've been dealing with this for like years, but I will say, I think her behavior is a little different. It seems like it's a little different from, her 2019 and before era. Granted, is she evolving and learning how to manipulate on another level? I don't know, but I mean, I try to give her some grace and some room,
Feels really fucking overwhelming, but monetizing food on a day where my relationship with food is really, really low, that's not where I'm at right now. Tomorrow, I might change my mind, but that's how I feel now. So in my weigh-in video, I talked to you guys about how I'm interested in going on another GLP-1, and I said...
Right, you were like, my goal this week is to think about and research the GLP-1, even though I feel like you've been on this journey like a few times. Like, what else is there to like know or not know? Like, the risks associated with liver or whatever she was, gallbladder, I don't know.
My goal is to like do more research on that and like see how I'm feeling about it, because it is a big decision. And I saw how like a lot of people were like, wow, that's her goal. Like, yeah, it is a goal to like make the right decision for me, because I am thinking about going on a GLP-1 that I've never been on before. And that's a big decision, and it makes me nervous and it makes me anxious. It's a big decision. I mean, I shouldn't have to really explain myself, but I think not doing it and not letting it
something weird.
Kickstart my weight loss is a bad idea. I feel like it's an irresponsible idea. And the weight loss injection that I'm choosing is very expensive. And I am so grateful for my members. That is where that money is going to be going now. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, like, I genuinely would not be able to start this.
Shout out to the haters. Paying her bills. I mean,
medicine. It's literally like another month's rent that I will be having to pay every single month. But with the memberships, it's going to help me a lot. So I just want to say I'm very grateful. Like, I'm in a spot where like I'm desperate. I'm a desperado. I'm not gonna lie. And I hate showing this side to me because like I feel embarrassed.
I mean, it is obviously still sad on like a basic human level, she is rearing the end of, her ability to like make a change to like save her life. So things are pretty dire right now, and that's a scary feeling to think about.
So I feel ashamed, but I really do feel extremely emotional about my weight and my health because it's like, yeah, I don't have like huge health problems. Like, yes, I'm getting over cellulitis, which is pretty scary and it can be dire, but it's like, I don't have heart problems or like lung problems. I don't have diabetes, and it's things I'm grateful for. But like those things can happen instantly, especially for someone my size. And lately I've just been thinking more about it. I don't know like what has caused this like anxiety inside of me about my weight, but I think it's something that like I've needed to feel for so long.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, people's brains develop at different times, and maybe her prefrontal just finally just fully clicked, you know? What are the effects of obesity on a growing brain? Is it, you know, a delayed prefrontal cortex development type situation? You know?
And I never did. I've had so many people constantly ask me, like, Amberlynn, why aren't you scared? Like, if I was your size, I'd be anxious every single day. And like, I felt fleeting feelings of being scared, but I've never had like true like anxiety about my size until now, and I don't really know what's causing it. Maybe age. Like, I'm 34. I'm gonna be 35 this year. Holy fuck, 35 is crazy. I have put in a request to see a provider, so that is now going through the system. And the next step, I'm just waiting for them to see, like, because I had to answer all these questions, waiting for them to see, like, am I approved for the next step? Which the next step would be seeing the provider, making the appointment, and then choosing what weight loss injection I want to be on. And on top of that, which I'm not going to make any promises to myself or to you guys, but I am thinking about seeing a dietitian, which I've seen multiple dietitians.
I mean, I think the most beneficial thing she's going to need, besides inpatient, is some sort of food therapist, some sort of therapist, psychiatrist that specializes in what Amber is going through, so that she can guide the person, so she can guide her in the correct direction. I feel like she's had dietitians before. Like, you don't need to be told what to eat. You need to fix your behaviors around food. You know what to do.
I know exactly what they're going to tell me. Like I said, I know all the tools, I know all the knowledge, I know the information. I just never put them into place. The GLP-1 is going to be a great tool. And even though I'm going to have the tools, I know the knowledge, it would be really nice to see a dietitian who specializes in disordered eating, just to have that like extra support, because
Yeah. Please.
don't want to be on GLP-1s forever. I don't even want to be on it for that long. I just really wanted to like kickstart my weight loss.
Yeah,
because
sure.
I am in this weird cycle where I'll lose 7 pounds, gain it back, lose 7 pounds, gain it back. And I want to be out of it.
Why 7? That's such a specific number.
And I just feel swollen. I feel horrible. I feel horrific. And I'm really just over it. This has been something that I have been fighting with my whole life, and it's just exhausting. I don't really know what else to say. I just wanted to be open about feeling, and I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm not. Like, I see myself going down a path that is very destructive. You guys think that I'm on a destructive path already? I agree, but there's an even more destructive path that
I don't know what's more destructive than getting in a relationship with a confirmed feeder. That's just telling me and your audience that you're ready to give up. You're just gonna throw your hands in the air. I don't know how it gets any worse than that.
trying not to turn down. It's like a fork in a road, and I'm choosing to like turn down a path that I normally wouldn't. I'm rambling at this point, so I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop wasting y'all's time, and I'm gonna go. I will see you guys in my weekly vlog, which is not gonna be the greatest. I'm still trying to recover from cellulitis, and I have been mentally low for sure. I think doing more of like the DBT stuff has definitely put me in a low. And I heard that was gonna happen, and it's definitely happening. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you can't tell already, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing here is meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. I'm just sharing my own opinions, not facts, on publicly accessible information first made public by public figures. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Entertainment purposes only. I love Karina Kaboom.